Alright, let's get into predictions. Will you put a buck in my cup? You ain't got to be a baller to give that boy a little dollar. Hey, let's go. Week 4 predictions. Last week, as you may know, I went 12-4 and am now improving to whatever I'm going to pull up on my phone as my overall record for this season. I'm going to continue to talk until I find it so it's not as awkward. Let's see. Let's go. Let's see what we got. We have 30-18 on the season. They got the Packers at 9 in their power rankings. I don't know how I feel about that, but since we're talking about the Packers, will you put a buck in our cup? Because we're about to beat the Lions on Thursday Night Football. Jordan Love's first primetime game, I do believe. Yes. Their offense is better. Their defense is better. Their passing game is better. And their rushing attack is better. But you know what? Who asked? Is that enough? That's enough. I think that's going to be enough. The next game, that means, on the schedule is going to be over in the good old country of London, where the Jaguars are going to be spending their next 2 weeks. And they're playing the Falcons. Let me adjust my camera, because if you think about it, this should be a pretty easy win for Jacksonville. Like, they shouldn't struggle. Atlanta's not a bad team, but they're the Jacksonville Jaguars, They almost beat the Chiefs last year in the playoffs. They're a very good team, a lot of people say. A lot of people have them as one of their favorites, and now that they're struggling a little bit, but hey, let's check it out. They got a better offense. They got a better passing game, not a better rushing game. I don't think a lot of teams have better rushing attack than the Falcons, but hey, I'm rocking with you, Jags. And if you lose, you lose, and if you win, who cares? Because you'll just be 1-3, which just gives you a slight advantage, but whatever. Now, moving on to the next game. This is one I've gone back and forth on because, man, these two teams are going to have a battle, okay? They're going to have a battle on Sunday at 12 o'clock my time. Between the Dolphins and the Bills, it's going to be such a tough game. I mean, they played each other week 4 last year. The Dolphins won because of a couple mistakes, but hey, that's the reason why I want them. Because I know the Bills are going to win the division down the stretch, but the Dolphins are really good right now. They're first in every offensive category, except the Bills are second in any defensive category. So that's why I'm riding with the Bills, because the Bills have a much better defense and not that crazy worse of an offense than the Dolphins. So that's why I'm going to ride with the Bills in a very tough and hard-fought game. Then we go on to the good old Panthers and Vikings. This one also should not be a tough win. The Vikings should win this one, but I do believe that it is in Carolina, right? Yep, it's in Carolina. It's going to be a Fox game, so I'm definitely going to get it. But hey, the Vikings offense is rated 3rd right now, and they're 0-3. Like, I don't know who's starting for the Panthers. It could be Dalton or it could be Bryce Young. But either way, I think Adam Thielen's going to go off, and the Vikings are going to win. Then we got what a game this is going to be. I'm actually excited to watch this one. Hopefully I get it. Bears-Broncos. It is in Soldier Field, but the Broncos almost won a game this year, but it was against the Commanders, so it's like, I don't know, but I'm still going to ride with the Broncos because the Bears just look so bad this year. I mean, their best category is rushing, and they're 17th, and you have Justin Fields, so you should be a lot higher than that. And then, hey, you got an underrated offense, honestly, that the Broncos have. They're 8th in passing and 15th in overall offense, so I won't hate on them too much, honestly. Let's just go to the next game, which is going to be the Browns and the Ravens. They're both 2-1. Both teams are looking for a lead in the division, except they need a loss in the Steelers, who will get you next against the Texans. I mean, the number 1 defense versus the number 5 rushing attack. The Browns' defense has been looking good, but their passing game has been shaky. I kind of like what they're doing, though, so I'm going to rock with them. I like what they've been doing as a team, the Browns. It's at home. Ravens are going to play them tough, but at the end of the day, I believe in Deshaun Watson to get the W. Steelers, Texans. Steelers versus they're 6th in the passing game right now. Okay, that's just a little bit surprising. The Texans are 6th in passing. Obviously not the Steelers are not 6th in passing. I thought they'd be like top 15, but 6 is pretty high for what I thought they were going to be ranked. But hey, I think this is going to be another decent game to watch. But the Steelers will pull away at the end, and it will be, that will probably cover the spread. Is what I'm trying to say. And then you got good old Rams, good old Colts, in a interesting game because for some reason the Rams aren't bad, and the Colts aren't bad. When we both thought these teams were going to win like 5 games this year or less, but hey, it's in Indianapolis. But no, that don't matter when you have the defending champions in the Los Angeles Rams, who are going to get Cooper Kupp back very, very soon. Hit the Rams winning in another close game in Indianapolis. And then I think the Saints are going to beat the Buccaneers. I think the Buccaneers were frauds. Worst 2-0 team I've ever seen in my life. Get them out of my face. They're not doing anything the rest of the year, let's be honest. That was probably the highlight of their season. We saw them play the Eagles. They didn't look awful, but at the end of the day, the Eagles, I don't think were like going into this game being like, this is a must-win game. Like, they're like, hey, must-win games come after Week 14. Got the Commanders and the Eagles. This one should be another easy game to predict. Eagles, money line all the way on that one. Titans, Bengals, another good game. I'm very worried about picking because both these teams' offenses are rated second and third worst in the league. Both 1 and 2. It's in Tennessee. It's a divisional round rematch of 2 years ago, and I think I'm going to rock with... You know, it's a very tough decision, man. I kind of want to say the Bengals, but they're... 29th in the passing game? Are you kidding me? At least the Titans are at least above 20 and something, so I'm going to ride with the Titans, because they have the 17th best defense, and the Bengals are terrible at everything. Then we got the Chargers, Raiders. I think the Raiders will keep it close, but Justin Herbert is the only quarterback in the NFL who has not thrown an interception, so we will be riding with them today. Then we have one for the ages, I bet. The Cowboys and the Patriots, last time they met, I was eating popcorn because that's how good it was. I think it's going to be another good game. Last time it was at 325 as well. This is definitely America's game of the week because it's like the American team and America's team. See what I did there? Yeah, Cowboys should win this one pretty easily, but I think they'll keep it in play till the end of the game. Cardinals, 49ers. Who do I have? It's a very good question. Because Cardinals just beat the Cowboys, who I think were at one point better than the 49ers, but clearly not anymore. They have the 6th best rushing game, the Cardinals, 18th best offense, 26th best defense, and 27th best passing game. But the 49ers are top 10 in every statistic, barely. But, hey, that's what I think is going to happen. They're going to keep it into the fourth quarter like they should because they're able to keep up with them statistically. But at the end of the day, once it's all said and done, the 49ers will come out with the W. But it's going to be closer than a lot of people think it's going to be. And then we got Chiefs and Jets. What should have been an amazing game is now kind of a lopsided affair when you have the worst offense, the worst passing game facing the 20th best defense, or the 6th best defense in the NFL. It's not going to be fun to watch. But hey, I think it's going to be low scoring, like 17-7 maybe. And the Chiefs win, obviously, but they keep it. Everyone's able to keep it close. All right, and then Monday Night Football, the last game of the week, is going to be. Once I get out of this, it is going to be. Come on now. This is not fun. There we go. There he is. Oh, there he is. 2 wildcard teams from last year. The Seahawks and the Giants. The 6 and 7 seed. It should be a good game. The Giants seem to be struggling at every statistic, while the Seahawks seem to be doing okay at every statistic. So, with it being in New York, I'm going to go out on a limb and pick the New Jersey Giants by just a little bit. I think Gino's going to have a good game, and I think Daniel's going to have a good game, but at the end of the day, the Giants won their playoff game last year, and the Seahawks didn't. We don't talk about what happened in the second round, though. But I'm very excited to see the Packers-Lions game tomorrow. I'll probably go live during it, so make sure you check that out. It'll either happen at the end or right after that game. So, yeah. See ya. Till tomorrow.